Things we wish our parents would have told us when we were younger that we're finding out now as adults the hard way. This conversation could go on and on and on. So I got to give the condensed version, and depending on how the conversation goes, we might do a part 2. Y'all staying hydrated. It's hot out here. And I don't have central air. I need it. Things we wish our parents would have told us. All right. Drop a comment, y'all, if y'all still there. If y'all can. Say hello. All right. Okay. So, one of the things that our parents should have told us was, you might not get married. Those people who came from parents who were married, you automatically grow up thinking that you're going to get married as well. And that's not the case. There's a lot of people who thought that they'd be married by now and are in their 30s, 40s with no ring on their finger and are wondering why, who came from families that had 2-parent households. And even though it looked nice, if your mom and dad were together, you saw them together, you thought it's going to automatically happen to you. And it didn't. Yeah, you feel some type of way. So that's one of the things that, we all should be explained to. For the married people that are out there, I'm not married yet. Please tell your kids, not everybody's getting married. That takes work. And people are marrying less, but getting divorced more. I don't know why that is, but people are marrying less and getting divorced more. People are marrying a lot older now too. People are not marrying the same age they were in the 60s and the 70s, back in the day, as they were now. So that's one thing that I wish, my parents told me. Not saying it can't happen, because it still can, but, may soften the blow. Those people who even didn't get married, or those people who didn't have parents who were married, still probably thought, since my parents didn't get married, I'm still going to get married, and are not. So that's one of the things that people should tell. Our parents should have coached us and let us know, hey, this is work. It's not easy, So, number 2, the house you live in rent-free is not easy to get. Okay. So a lot of people think that just because you live in a house, you have allowances and stuff, that you get for living there. You don't have to contribute to anything. That it was easy to get. I thought it was, and made it look like a piece of cake. You come home, go to the bathroom, eat some snacks, lay your head, eat free meals. Everything's free. It's not free. People need to teach their kids that buying a house is serious, and not just let them live rent-free, come and go as they please, not put $1 down. You need to teach these kids, please, parents, teach your kids, because I know I'm going to teach my son. Houses are not free. But it did feel good eating and living and sticking around, coming and going, talking back to your parents in the house that they pay for. They're tolerating it. Now you see why some of them might have slapped you if you did. To talk back. Because that is not cool. But the house you live in, there's down payments that need to be made. There's a lot of savings. Hopefully you get a grant. if you hopefully you get a grant if you're trying to buy a house. There's closing costs, there's all kinds of fees, everything. Houses are not free, but our parents made it look like they were free. That right there is a no-no. I wish my parents told me how much is involved in getting a house. I would have never talked back. I would have came on one time. I'd have did so many things differently. I'd have known. You have more respect when you're taught early than you do when you're not. So, parents, you gotta teach your kids, it's not rent-free. I mean, it's rent-free for now, but it comes with a hefty cost if you want to be a homeowner just like they were. Also, another thing on that note, that parents should tell their kids is that they also should make sure they get a house and not rent for the rest of your life. At least try once. So much more value in renting. In buying a house and always renting. Any comments so far, you guys? Looking. Thumbs up. Something, All right. Nobody wants to comment right now? I don't know. I can't see the comments. I know. Friend is just a 6-letter word until it is proven. You have to prove that you are a friend to somebody for them to be a friend to you. And sometimes that even happens. So, friends, not everybody's going to treat you the way that you treat them. That is a valuable lesson because as kids, even my son at his school, hey, go play with another friend. We don't hit our friends. Well, maybe the person is not your friend if they're hitting you. Not everybody's going to be your friend. Yeah. So we're taught at a little age, early age, preschool, kindergarten, that we should call our peers our friends, and they're not all your friends. Some of them are just peers. It's a difference between friend and peer. So our parents have told us that everybody is not going to be your friend. My dad used to say, not everybody's going to like you. Not everybody's going to like you. But calling somebody your friend is a very serious word. Not everybody should do that without it being true. Okay? I wish my parents really honed in on that lesson, because as you get in your adulthood, you find it out the hard way. Let's see. What else? Math is important. It's value. You got to know how to add. You got to know how to count. You know how to count your money. Make sure nobody's cheating you out of it. But I feel like teaching about credit is just as important. You have to learn that credit is like king, You have to have good credit. Credit buys you houses. It buys you cars. Credit buys you a lot of things. And I know that my credit lesson was when my dad, I get a credit card in the mail, tear it up, throw it out. There you go. That's your credit lesson. Not mentioned, didn't tell me how much it is valuable, how much it represents you. And you need that. You need to know that credit is everything. You have to know your credit score. You got to know about how bad credit is just as equal as having no credit. A lot of people don't know that. And I'm not even ashamed to say within the past few years, I've learned that, like having no credit and bad credit, It is Not good if you don't have any credit. And it's not good if you tear up credit cards or throw them away. Parents, don't do that to your kids. Don't do that to your kids. Tell them how valuable it is. I know someone I know even said you could use a credit card and just get gas on it once a week or whenever you need to fill up, even just for small purchases like gas. That is a good habit to have to build your credit up. I was not taught that by my parents. Credit wasn't like, it was like, I guess we'll talk about it when we get older. It's not something that we really needed to discuss as young as our, children are, in the elementary school, middle school. Teach them. They need to develop a program for, kindergartners and preschool to learn about credit and finance and all of those things. That is important. Next topic is also, what is this error message I got coming on? Not right now. Come on. Oh man, I know I didn't get rats. All right, I got one of those error messages, whatever. Got to do some updates or some update or whatever. Y'all don't care about that. Anyway, finance. Yes, save 20% of your income. People don't save. That's why people are always broke. At a certain age, you can't always be broke. You can't. Finance is important. I'm talking about people should develop a program. Maybe I should do that. I'm creative. Maybe I should do something for kindergarten, first grade level kids, a little easy way to teach them about finance early because it is needed. I don't know if y'all have something out there for that, but it is something that is definitely needed because kindergartners, they learn how to count, but they need to know that not everything, you're not getting everything for free. My son earns a lot of stuff. We have a earn chart. If he earns that, he earns money. So he looks forward to doing chores. He looks forward to doing things so he can earn and, he knows he gets money. Now it's fake money and he cashes it in for real money, but it's a start. It doesn't hurt. I don't know if it's, going to work long term, but hey, he knows how to count $100 bills because I gave him some fake money to do it with, and he's 6 now. $100 bills, $50 bills. He knows how to count to 1,000. He knows that money is important. You need this to buy. Take him to the dollar store. Ooh, have a field day. He has a field day at the dollar store. Buying whatever with $4, and it's a big deal to him. Ooh, the lesson is there. You gotta teach kids about finance because if you don't, who will? Retirement, all that stuff, wills. These things, I wish my parents would have told me. The school system doesn't teach you that much about finance at an early age, unless you're a finance major in college. That's what they teach you. Yeah, they don't give good lessons. As they should. So finance is definitely, and that ties in with the whole house, the credit, everything. Something that we need to teach our kids as we grow up. As they grow at an early age, because people always, so a lot of people don't have an idea of how important these things are. They're very important. Gotta know. Something else that parents should teach their children at an early age: be selective in who you marry and have kids by. Oh, that's a good one. That person's there for life. If you have kids by them, you're going to always be involved in some magnitude or another. Maybe not as much, but those younger years, a lot of tears will be shed for picking the wrong partner. A lot. You have to make sure that you can deal with that person for life. If you marry them, if you have kids by them, because I'm trying to be politically correct on this channel right now. If you have a kid by somebody and then you find out 6 months later that you can't deal with them, or you don't like the way that they parent, or you don't like the things that they do, all the screwing that you guys are doing now doesn't compare how much screwing they're going to do to you when it comes to that custody order, that child support order. That's the screwing that you don't want to get involved with. All of this is not, I'm laughing because it happens time after time with people. Like, you think you're screwing now, all right, you're going to get screwed later. One way or another, it's not worth it. That stuff is expensive. It can be very, very expensive. You have to deal with people for life. Splitting up custody, getting child support. There's many brothers who are mad on that system because they had maybe they had a baby by a bitter woman, or B, they just didn't know what they were getting themselves into when they decided to lay with someone. And we cannot do that. You got to know who you messing with. Got to know. I say a lot of these things too in my book. Don't forget to get your copy. It's in my description. Diamond Cut the Pain, How to Shine Like a Diamond. Y'all better I know y'all got your copy. If you haven't, subscribe to the dance party. Also, by the way, I'm trying to get my shmoney while I'm doing this live. Tell a friend, share this with a friend. Subscribe, like, and comment, and engage. Yes, but be selective in who you are dating. Please, people, be selective, because it's not worth it to date somebody. People are crazy. It's a dangerous world we live in. People don't just, cuss out baby mamas, baby daddies. People go to jail for murder these days. It's not worth it. I'm telling you. It's hard, but people live in the moment. They don't plan for the future. So when you do that, get stuck, get yourself jammed up in situations. You don't like your partner. You don't like your husband. You don't like the person you had a child with. And that, you might be able to get out of a marriage, take a couple dollars, but the child thing is so serious. So please be selective. That is key on who you have a child by. Something else I wish my parents would have told me. Make sure y'all subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. Get them lights up too. Something else I wish my parents would have told me, because you don't find out until later, because this happened to me. I'm not sure what you guys are. Hopefully everybody has, on this live, or people watching, has at least one parent still alive. But for those who don't, you are going to miss me when I'm gone. That is something that they do not prepare you for. It just happens. You don't see the value of your parent until they are gone. And I wish my mother would have told me that. That right there is a pain like never before. You don't appreciate someone until they are gone. My mom never told me. Well, she did, joke around and say, "Oh, you're going to miss me when I'm gone." She did say that, but she didn't realize if she broke down and said, "Hey, when you have a mom, you're able to do this, that, you're going to appreciate me for this. Nobody's going to be like me. Nobody's going to do the same things, because you have so much more of a respect for your parent when you know how valuable they are while they're living on this earth." Give people their roses while they are still there to smell them, not when they are deceased and you put them at the gravesite. Bring flowers there too, but flowers count more when people are still able to smell them. So I wish my mother would have told me that when she was gone, that, would have made, when she was gone, that I would be hurting, the way I was when she passed away. Never goes away, still hurts. Still hurts, you know. Parents should always tell kids also to plan. Got to plan. You have to plan for financial disasters. You have to, plan, for deaths, unexpected deaths. You have to plan for retirement. You have to plan, my aunt, was put in a home. Do you know how much it costs to have put like your parent or loved one in a assisted living facility? It's expensive. Parents don't tell you that. They don't tell you how that they may try to take your house just to put them in a senior home, and it's expensive. If you think it's $500 a week to put Mumsy or Pop in a home, think again. It costs thousands, and a lot of people can't afford it. You have to plan better for long term. I know we all think that we're all going to live forever, ever. We're all going to live forever. We're all going to, nobody's going to die, or, people are going to die, but we're all going to wait till the next day. Wait till later on. You have to plan. I know someone who recently lost their mother and living hell trying to deal with the death. It's hard. You have to appreciate people while they are there and learn. All right, God didn't tell me this thing is on. Gotta learn. Learn as much as you possibly can when you're younger. Like a lot of parents, it's cool to let your kids watch a show or something, but you gotta stay on them and teach them constantly because they're your first teachers. Their parents are your child's first teacher. You got to learn from them as much as you can, especially about what comes later, Another thing your parents need to teach kids is that, my God, you don't know how good it is to be a kid because it's harder when you get older. And we want to be grown when we were younger. And I wish I was a kid again. I honestly do. Like, I wish I was a child and didn't have to follow. I would have followed the rules more. They don't teach you that it is so much harder when you get older. They say it, but they don't go break down and say, you got to mop the floors. You got to go to work. You got to get your kids ready. You got to, you pay for this bill, pay for that bill. And if you have money left over, you can go out to enjoy you something. Plan for a trip. Yeah. If you have money left over after you go through this and this and that and the other, you don't know how hard it is to be an adult and till you become one. They need to have something. I keep saying they need to have something. I don't know if there is stuff out there, but there needs to be. I need to see some more likes on this live stream. What's up, y'all? I hope I'm not boring y'all. Never that. I'm not boring. But no, they need to have something where, they teach, like a kit, all in one. What parents need to teach their kids kit, unwritten rules. After you finish doing the laundry, after you finish going to work, after you finish cooking dinner that, takes an hour, but kids eat it in 2 minutes, 3 minutes tops. You still have to take care of yourself. It's like, it's a lot involved in being an adult. And a lot of adults don't properly teach their kids how much is involved. And that does adults, such a disservice. It's disheartening, stressful, it causes anxiety. And I mean, also, I posted a quote recently, and I forgot where I got it from. Instagram. I said, I saw somewhere it says, give your children a childhood that they will not have to recover from, not need the therapy, not need the help, psychiatry, medicine. Got to give your kids something that they're going to appreciate. This world was not designed to be easy. And oftentimes our parents don't want to tell the kids because they think that little Johnny was too young to know. Don't go ahead and tell Johnny what you know right now and stop playing, because Johnny needs to know. Johnetta needs to know that she got to pay bills. You got to do certain things as adults that children take for granted. It's not cool. A lot of people, it cuts down on disappointment. You got to tell your kids, if it's not your real kid, that's not your real kid. Let them know. I don't know how you're going to do it. And this one is a gray area, but you know what? Parents who might not let their child might not know that they're not biologically their kid. You're doing your child a disservice. You have to find a way. I don't know how you do it. I'm not an expert, but let your parent know, because your kids know, because if those parents, good for you, who are taking care of children, that are not biologically theirs, when they find out that they're not yours biologically, it will damage them far along than it will hurt them now. The younger, the better. Medical history. If it's not your medical history, that child can't talk about that at, the doctor's office, because you might not be biologically yours. You know what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not talking about foster kids or whatever, adopted kids. I mean, those two. But I'm talking about if mama was saying daddy is your daddy and he ain't really that daddy, you might want to find a way to let them know that it's not what you think it is. Because that medical history is not theirs. You don't want them going out and meeting a sister and brother or brother in an inappropriate way. Talk about damage. You don't want to damage the kid for the sake of the kid. There's no more damage that would be worse than that if they meet a sister or brother in an inappropriate way and find that out. So got to talk to your kids. I hope y'all enjoying my live stream. I'm going to be doing more of these. And you know what? There's so many topics that there's so many bullet points that I can go through with this topic. And I am not trying to be on this live forever, but I might do a part 2. And I want you guys to hit me up. I want to figure out where all these comments are. I don't know if y'all commenting. Sorry, can't see them. I don't know what I did, but yeah, this live can go on and on and on. So I'm going to cut it here. I'm going to cut it short. Make sure you subscribe to my channel. Show your sister some love. Check out some of my other videos from my Learn to Dance playlist. My Dancing on Air, Dance is Healthy, Dance Travels, Inspiration of Dance. And somebody just said, look at the live chat. I'm trying to look at the live chat. This is all new to me. I went live when I went to, West Palm Beach not too long ago. But I don't know. I might hop back on a little while. I see more people coming on. Where is the live chat? A live chat at? Well, I'm gonna answer the questions in the live chat in the next one. But I'm about to hop off. So don't forget, parents, you recap real quick. You might not get married. The house you live in is not rent-free or easy to get. Everybody's not your friend. Math is important, but so also is learning about your credit. Finance is a must to teach kids. Make sure your child knows where their biology came from. If your biology is not theirs, be selective in who you date, marry, and deal with. Everybody has an image. Everybody has a reputation to maintain. And you do not want to deal with certain people. All right. That is it for now. Have a enjoyable Sunday, and I will see you later. Thanks, dance party.